awareness, but wanna wear less with my body completely clueless, and the curves that sit right in their place. And I gotta watch sports while I'm wearing shorts.
Hey girlfriends and homies, we are back with another episode. For those of you that are new here, I'm your hood therapist Remy, and this is your hood therapist LaQuanda. So before we go into even what the topic is, my girlfriend gonna give y'all a disclaimer once again, baby.
Listen. This here is not purposely about any individual. This here is not no topic that you should not feel personal about. We are just here to give you real raw, real uncut conversation about something that we maybe went through or something that we just want to put our 2 cents in. We call ourselves therapists, but we are not professional therapists. We cannot diagnose you. Okay? Okay.
At all. With that being said, today we are talking about knowing your worth. We talked about boundaries. We talked about depression. We talked about standing on business. And today we're going to talk about knowing your worth at the end of the day, or what you think that you're worth. So with that being said, girlfriend, what do you think consists of knowing your worth?
In a relationship?
In general.
So I feel like if you stand on something that you want, that you mean, on what your morals are, what you believe in, who you are, and your boundaries, and you don't let nobody cross it. Like the fact that you don't allow one person or anybody or anything to cross what you may believe or what you may feel is knowing your worth, because it makes you happy.
Agreed. No, I definitely agree with that one. I feel like knowing your worth and creating boundaries go hand in hand, because I feel like boundaries kind of back up with your worth. Like boundaries have that, like, okay, I know I'm worth such and such, so I'm going to create this boundary so this person don't cross it. And if you cross it, then there's consequences for you crossing it at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's all, like you said, it goes hand in hand, because if I know my worth and I believe that this is strongly how I feel on this, and you cross that, then I gotta let you go.
Yeah, period.
I gotta let you go, because you don't appreciate who I am.
Right. Agreed.
You cannot possibly appreciate what makes me happy.
Agreed.
Because I done told you, now this is where we gotta go. You gotta understand. You gotta tell people how you feel, what you like, and the people, you have to listen. Because a lot of times, especially when it comes to male and females, we tell. We talk. We tell y'all what we want. Y'all don't sit and listen. Y'all think that it's nagging. Y'all think that it's bitching. Y'all think that it's just it's no. I'm telling you how I feel,
or how I want to be treated. At the end of the day,
how I want to be treated. Listen,
absolutely. I totally agree. I feel like something else that goes hand in hand with knowing your worth is growth. I feel like as we grow into whoever we may be, or just getting older, like you kind of understand what you're worth, and you kind of understand what you didn't deserve in the past, or what you put up with that you wouldn't put up with now. Yeah. I feel like sometimes growth and maturity will definitely have you sitting back and realizing what you're worth at the end of the day. Yeah.
Because now I set this boundary, whereas though before, back in the day, I didn't have this boundary.
Right. Or I didn't even know, because a lot of people don't know their worth right up front. Like I feel like just going, like teenagers or me as a teenager, for example, I don't feel like I knew my worth then. I don't feel like I knew what exactly
made you happy.
Right, made me happy or made me feel worthy in life, just in general. Yeah. It's like sometimes you put up with a lot of things because you don't know no better. Like
that part.
When it comes to yes.
And sometimes as adults, we settle for things that we have no choice, because we may be with a person, or we may have a family, or we may have businesses. For the people that has girlfriends or maybe with a person, and y'all just with a significant other for a long amount of years, but y'all don't have kids, but y'all maybe got businesses together, so then y'all are kind of like tied in. So it's harder to just let go.
And even with that, like knowing your worth is knowing when to let go and how to let go. Because if you're in a situation where you're not letting go, you're essentially not putting yourself first.
That part.
At all.
That part. And sometimes you gotta understand that even though you letting go, like it's going to be a hard journey. And if it comes to like a business aspect, right? If you got a person that you have a business with, and it's time, you feel like it's time to let go.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand that you done grew through that. You gotta have that adult conversation. You gotta have them legal conversations. You gotta be able to understand that it can go their way, that it has to go their way.
Agreed.
That's also knowing your worth.
Right.
You know
Agreed.
what I'm saying?
And sometimes people creative minds just don't click after a while.
Or
yeah. and that's okay at the same time. It might be the type of situation where you can have that conversation and figure it out, but other times like people gotta be adults.
I think I gotta make another fucking disclaimer. This is not about me and my fucking girlfriend. We is good, baby.
Right, no, we not talking about us. What we was talking about, right. I ain't even put, no.
Too many haters.
No, right, no, we locked in, baby. This is this is it. This is us. All right, motherfuckers. This is the hood therapist. 215, baby. All right. But like even it's just reality at the end of the day. Yeah. Like you do have business partners that feel like they need to separate, or feel like creative minds is not clicking, or feel like one is not doing what they supposed to do. Like at the end of the day, shit like that happens. Like, so with that, you gotta understand your worth enough, like my girlfriend said, to be like, you know what, we're gonna separate this, you take this, I take this, or you do this at the end of the day. But it's hard to separate in any relationship, situationship.
Like, okay, so Neil, let's like sometimes even like people that be at these jobs for so many years, and it be so hard. You really have to understand and know your worth.
Well, I almost picked her cup up, y'all. And y'all saw me move my shit over here, so I wouldn't do that. The fuck?
But like, that's because that drink that you pour in there, that shit is that's
is
bad.
it?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I needed something because I was so busy getting ready. I wasn't really drinking. And I'm worth a drink, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I'm worth is a fucking drink.
Girlfriend, this video is going to drop the week after our game night, but let's get into our game night because, and what do we expect?
From who? From us or from them?
Like, I just feel like it's just about to be
it's about to be epic. It's about to be epic. I'm so excited.
It's going to be an extravaganza.
I'm so excited.
Baby.
I'm so excited. If this bitch wasn't married, I'd be spending the night Friday.
You might do because they going to take your baby daddy house.
Are they?
Yeah, that's where everybody going to be. That's what I heard. That's what I think. Yeah, so.
I don't know. Listen to me, I don't know. I didn't hear that one. But like, either way, it's going to be a ball. We're gonna have a ball.
I told everybody, do not. The last message that I'm gonna make is definitely gonna have, do not drive Uber. It's recommended because baby,
we're gonna have a time. I'm so excited.
So our card game done in 60 seconds. It is 50 for elite cards. We have some wild cards and extreme cards.
Girl, I'm over here cheesing.
Like, it is about to go good.
I'm so proud of us.
How about it?
Yes.
It is perfect for Friendsgiving. It is perfect for all of the game night. It is perfect for the ladies' night. It is perfect for bachelorettes, for the bachelor parties. When I tell you that this game, it is half of, some of the most popular adult card drinking games out there. And the thing that our game is, each round is 60 seconds. So everybody's going to go leave happily ever after.
Everybody going to leave fucked up. Let me say that. This is why she's saying Uber. This is a drinking game. This ain't one of them cute little drinking games. This is, I'm going to get fucked up. Wig might be on the side of the bed at the end of the night. Might have to get y'all niggas to pick y'all up.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, y'all ain't gonna remember. Y'all gonna be sore in the morning because you ain't gonna know which one your man done did. It's one of them nights.
I say, do you think you should play with your man?
I think You could.
Yeah,
I think you could for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But like, I feel like, let's say you and your man beefing and y'all at a game night and that shit is happening and y'all playing that game.
I say
you might get drug out. Cause some of them questions you gonna have to lie about, but if you honest about them, he gonna be looking at you like, bitch, what?
But the thing about it is alcohol. So the thing is, if you beefing with your man, don't play it. Because alcohol in that game is going to have them, like you said, dragged out. And we do not promote any type of
violence, okay? We don't want y'all. We want y'all to have a good time, get drunk with your man, and, you know, have a happy ending. Period.
That's it. We just here to have a good time, bringing family and friends together through a few drinks.
Yeah, period.
Like, you know, period. We sit up here, we take our shots, we enjoy it. It's about having a good time. We don't like clubbing too much. Too many people our age don't club too much. So
at all.
We came up with something so that us adults can have fun in the house.
Yes.
At the parties, we won't be bored. You know, it's not like your regular games. It's like, it has a kick to it like regular games. Yes. But it also has that.
I think y'all worthy of this game.
That part.
I think y'all worthy of it. I really do. I think we all worthy of it at the end of the day. But back to our topic. Girlfriend, what's your advice for people that don't know their worth? Do you know that people don't know?
I feel like you don't know.
I was going to say that.
I feel like you don't know. I feel like it's hard for you to know because sometimes you don't know until you get out of it. Yeah. Until you get something that makes you genuinely happy. Yeah. And then you understand, this is what I'm worth. Right. This, I would never go back to what I had. Uh-huh. Why?
I agree.
Because what? This is this out there?
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm gonna say this out there to everybody. This is what you have to understand. If you got something, you take advantage of it. Because you never know what's out there. You never know. A person can be out there. You and your partner can be having a bad
What you mean by take advantage of it? Take advantage of what?
Don't take it for granted. Okay. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Don't take it for granted.
Okay.
Do not take what you have for granted. Okay. Agreed. Listen, never go to bed upset with your partner, and never let your partner leave out that door upset without saying I love you or bye. I don't even like bye. See you later. Cause bye, you might not come back, but see you later means you're coming back. I got that from John Kill, but I liked it.
I like it too, but I mean, either way, you might not come back. The world that we live in.
Either way.
But it's definitely a lot softer, a lot more loving for you to be like, all right, I'll see you later at the end of the day.
Yes.
And I'm the type of motherfucker, I get mad and it's fuck you. I don't give a fuck. And I'm working on it, but I still don't give a fuck. Why would you do that to me during the day? You want me to speak to you at nighttime? Bitch.
It's not about speaking to you. It's about not going to bed hasty. It's about not going
I get where you're coming from.
You know,
but sometimes people do shit that make me want to be like, you know what? Either we gonna fight and get it over with, or don't fucking talk to me. The fuck? Why?
But that also goes into knowing your worth, because how many times you gonna have to keep dealing with it?
Right. How many times you gonna make me feel like I don't want to talk to you? Because after too many I want to talk to you is going to equal a bye.
Bye. And
I don't want to talk to you.
It goes back to what I said earlier. You have to understand what the person is telling you. The people speak. As females, we speak. We only can talk about what we feel as females because we're females.
Agreed.
We tell you how we feel.
Agreed.
Listen to what we're saying.
We do. We do. Females will definitely, and I second that. I don't think any female don't tell a man how they feel before they slowly start leaving. And women leave mentally before they leave physically.
And y'all have to understand, a person, anybody, male or female, you only going to take something that you dislike but for so long.
Agreed.
So let me, and what I mean by that, let me break it down. I don't like, you're a person who don't like something petty, girlfriend.
I don't like feet. I don't like motherfuckers rubbing their feet against me.
Okay, boom. You're a person who don't like when your partner gets out the shower and the bath mat is soaking wet because they don't dry off in the bed. In the shower.
That's me, yo.
I don't either. And my husband don't like it.
That's girl. When me and his brother was together, that was our argument.
And my husband don't like it. But what I mean is, for so long you don't like it. You don't like it. You don't. That's too petty. You're a person who don't like
Why that ain't too petty? That I don't think that's too petty because people get pissed off over off of little shit.
And certain things you just don't like, and you keep telling the person after a while you just can't accept it.
Or having a conversation with somebody, they always get irate. It's like I can't talk to you. Yeah. At the end of the day, I can't have a conversation with you.
I don't feel safe.
And I keep telling you, I feel like I can't talk to you because every time I talk to you about something little, you get mad out of nowhere.
So if I come to you to talk to you about something big,
right?
Something that's worth something that is going to cherish, something that I really care about, something that I feel mentally deep solely about. So I'm telling you constantly about the small things, but I'm holding the big things because I know I can't
talk to you. After a while, if I feel like I can't talk to you, my partner, what's going to happen?
And in a relationship, you have to make your partner feel safe, and that's what it's about, feeling safe.
Right. It's definitely about feeling safe.
You have to feel safe mentally, financially, emotionally.
Yeah. All the way across the board. You got to feel you're most vulnerable with your partner. Like
and that's the relationships that last.
Yeah.
You know how you see the relationships, and it be like you be like, how they get together?
Right.
And they've been together for 13, 30.
Yes.
You be like, how they get together? You know why? Because they've been together. They went to the store together. They didn't care about what anybody ever thought about them.
Mm-hmm.
All it was about them and their children against the world.
Yeah. Agreed.
They was able to have them tough conversations. I respect the relationships that's able to have them tough conversations.
And get through it. No matter what the situation is. A lot of people don't know what people go through behind closed doors. And the fact that you go through it and get through it, I feel like it lasts you the most. And sometimes you gotta realize that sometimes you guys are worth each other.
Sometimes you get tired of telling a person the little thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then sometimes you know that your partner is worth fighting for, or you know that your relationship is worth fighting for, and when it is worth fighting for, you gotta fight for it. But you gotta know what relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's a relationship between you and your partner, a relationship between you and your mother, you and your child. You gotta know what situation is worth fighting for, because not everybody is healthy for you.
No, even if you enjoy it,
right.
All things they say the foods that we like the best is not the foods that taste the best, the sweetest. That's not good for us, but we enjoy it.
We enjoy it
because it's sweet.
Yeah,
because it got that
Yeah.
But them bitters, the stuff that's going to break down the fat. We as black people, we could be able to eat fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to eat fried chicken and mashed potatoes instead of fried chicken and a raw salad with no dressing.
Right.
Something that's going to help break down that grease.
Right. And guess what? If you diet, and then you deserve that shit at the end of the week, maybe. You just got to figure out a balance when it comes to all that shit. Whether it's a diet, whether it's a relationship, whether it's whatever. Creating that balance to make the situation worthy.
Okay. So listen, this is the last day of September, right? And we all know September is Suicide Awareness Month. And right, so you said diet, girlfriend, and they brought.
It's also ovarian cancer awareness. We did Charlene, rest in peace, Charlene. We did everybody had to wear teal at FedEx in honor of her on the 24th.
So nice.
Right. So that's how I know it's ovarian cancer awareness. But I had a girlfriend that passed from that.
So nice.
Yes.
Maybe we could play her song on your girlfriend at the end of the video. Because she did give us permission, YouTube, before.
Yeah, we definitely could do that. I was telling my girlfriend she be in my dreams.
Woo.
I miss her though. I do. I be at FedEx like I'm gonna go in the office and tell, and then I'll be like, fuck, like,
wow.
it be those moments where it's not fully real yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That it just be like,
yeah.
I'm a caller, be like, damn, or
and then like when it's a coworker, believe it or not, it's close.
Right.
It's close
Right.
because you see them at least 5 times out the week.
Right. And she was at my house, everything. Like it was just it was just a real
everything.
Yeah, it was just a real moment, like a real like halting like life moment, like fuck.
Yeah.
Even though you know people are going through things, it's one of them situations where it's like, damn, like this is life. Like this is life. It make you I feel like I see my own life full circle because it was just like anything could happen. Right. It made me feel like, what's your purpose?
Yeah.
What's your purpose?
Yeah.
Because guess what? This world that we live in, this time that we on, it don't wait for no fucking body. So what's your purpose?
So it goes into what I was saying, like you gotta understand that you are worthy within yourself. When you look in the mirror, like when we was talking about the diets and all that, whatever you want to be, if you're comfortable being your weight, little slim trim, whatever, if you're comfortable with triple D's and a small waist, big lips, whatever you may be, if you're comfortable wearing purple here on this side and yellow here on this side, be what you be.
Right.
Love who you are.
Agreed.
Know that you are worthy within you.
Right.
Know that you are worthy within you. Listen, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you come up with your affirmations that makes you happy. You come up with the things in the life that makes you happy. You be proud of the little accomplishments. Be proud that you woke up every day daily.
Agreed.
Be proud that you got up and you cooked for your kids.
Right.
Be proud that you got up and went to work today.
Agreed. Because when your head get cold, none of that shit is gonna matter. What people thought about you is not gonna matter. What you thought people cared about is not gonna matter. What you thought people was gonna remember of you, they not. People have a lot. The way people perceive you is a lot different than how you think people perceive you. At the end of the day, so and I second what you said, because it's like at the end of the day, when it's done and it's over, let you get the rest knowing that you did everything that you wanted to do, whether that made you happy and worthy of whatever that may be. Because people worthiness is different than my worthiness is different than hers. Just like her worthiness is different than mine, or what she thinks she's worthy of is different than me. Yeah. And vice versa. Yeah. To everybody. But it's just knowing what you're worth and following those footsteps at the end of the day. Yeah.
And then also you gotta understand, if you're not writing, I think I said this on a couple episodes, like if you're not writing your eulogy, what are people gonna say about you?
Right. And guess what? The crazy part is, it's not gonna matter. Whatever somebody feel like they want to say about you when you did and going, by that point, it is not going to matter.
But understand that you knew you were worthy.
Yeah. Be the person you want to be. Be the person that you want them to you want them to talk about. But at the end of the day, like when you did and going, you're not going to, I believe you're not going to know.
No.
You're not going to know.
You're not.
If you decide to stand on the table and do you every party, and somebody got something to say about that when you did it going, you're not gonna know. That made you happy in that moment.
That part.
That made you was having fun.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
That part. Do what makes you proud. Be with who you want to be with. If that is not your type, you don't have to be with that person. I don't care what ties you got. Let it go. If it doesn't make you happy, if it doesn't bring you value, let it go.
Agreed. I agree 110%. I agree 110%. And like I said before, knowing your worth comes with growth. I don't think you fully know your worth until you've been through some shit and went through some shit.
And I say that and I used to tell my husband that, right? Like when we was beefing, I used to tell him all the time, like, you gotta, in order to be in a successful relationship, you had to be through an unsuccessful relationship. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta know what it takes to make a person happy. You gotta know what it takes to be on the other side of that hurt, that pain. You gotta know what it takes to fuck up. Agreed. To drop the ball. To see the person that you knew was supposed to be your person happy with somebody else.
Agreed.
unapologetically happy.
Or even be through you gotta be through that shit to understand what you want, what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. You don't know what you're going to accept or not going to accept until you're in that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we sit after loving somebody and sitting back and realizing how much shit you put up with, that's where the boundaries come from. That's what the knowing your worth comes from. That's where you sit back and you be like, you know what, I'm not going to do that no more because I didn't deserve that. Yeah. Or I'm not going to let nobody do that to me anymore because I didn't deserve that.
Yeah, like publicly embarrass me, like, or stuff like that. Like with the whole situation with like Cardi B and stuff like that. That it bothers me. Yeah. It bothers me. And yes, she's a human like me and you. Mm-hmm. But it's how many times, Cardi, did you get publicly embarrassed and publicly accepted the same apology?
And they divorced now, though.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really. I feel like you can't really put a opinion on what people decide to deal with. When you in love with somebody, you put up with a lot more. You're blinded by love.
That is true. Like, that is a fact. You don't even realize that you're publicly embarrassed.
Right, and you know it, but you don't feel it. So it be one of them situations where it's like, all right. She got to her breaking point. Everybody got to get to their breaking point. But when you love a motherfucker, ooh, that breaking point, your breaking point.
Outside in the snow with no shoes.
Listen, in a bikini in the snow, and your bra and your panties in the snow, begging this nigga like, and you not even in the wrong. You just want your nigga back. Like, or you could have been in the wrong, and you begging for your nigga back because you love him. At the end of the day, love is blinding.
Love is blinding,
for sure.
Love is definitely blinding, and you have to, like I said, you have to know. You have to, like you said, girlfriend. You have to grow. You have to really, really go through a lot. And when you first get with a person, and you be like, "Oh, I love this person," you start to feel them spark. Mm-hmm. I feel like since I've been through so much shit, you really don't know a person until you live with a person.
Agreed.
You can love a person from a distance, but until you and that person really live with each other and really have to go, because you can be with a person and y'all can be both living separate lives, but when y'all have to live together and these bills got to be together, you see how this person carry living financially and mentally and holding shit down, and it makes you feel like, oh, you really don't have it together. You really not practicing what you're preaching, you know, and it makes it hard.
Yeah. And I feel like also financial situations is blinding, because I feel like a lot of women, when you got a man he coming in, he's taking care of shit, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Mm-hmm. Is a whole different type of love sometimes, just because it's stability. A lot of women's love come off of stability. Yeah. So when you got a man that's carrying shit, and he carrying shit for a while, and then he fuck up after a while, you don't understand mentally your worth in those situations, because it's like you're so used to being spoiled by this person that you're more willing to accept the apologies. You're more willing to accept the guilt gifts. You're more willing to be like, you know what, you fuck up this one time, okay, and then that turns into a second time, a third time, maybe even a fourth time. But at the same time,
that's why during COVID, a lot of relationships dropped the ball, because people didn't have money at first, you know, and they had to be around each other, and they really did not like each other. It was just dealing with each other because it was convenient.
Yes, and it was a sense of stability at the end of the day. Like sometimes we confuse love with stability.
That's why they're saying cuffing season is real. And it's about that time. Anytime you see females with sweaters and shorts and shit on, it's cuffing season. It's about that time.
It's almost there, baby. It's like, almost there. Y'all got y'all people y'all cuffing this season.
Listen, they about to be, what's up, baby? I love you. I'm sorry. What's up? They definitely
need a place to stay. It's cold.
October, they definitely gonna be buying you some Uggs because they need somewhere to be November.
Yep. Period.
They won't definitely give you a good October.
Period.
Okay? By November, you're going to be a little blinded.
Yeah. Summertime, wigs gonna get snatched off, all that shit.
Let it go.
Listen.
Know what you're worth. Stand on your business. Respect your morals. Okay?
Respect your boundaries. Respect yourself. Respect yourself.
That part.
Like,
and it goes back to knowing what you are worth, because by respecting yourself, you respect you.
agreed. Agreed, girlfriend. Agreed.
Any final thoughts?
No. We pretty much said the final thoughts, I feel like, just now in the final seconds. Because that's exactly, that's just it. Like, you got to respect yourself. Respecting yourself essentially comes with respecting your morals, your boundaries, respecting your worth, knowing your worth. Like, all that kind of goes hand in hand at the end of the day. And yeah, how about you?
Yeah.
You got shit else to say?
You got it. You got it.
And that's all. I'm your hood therapist, Remy. This is your hood therapist, Laquana. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. I've been drinking, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, and get your memberships, because as my girlfriend says, that's the best way to support us at the end of the day. And y'all acting real funky. And I ain't gonna say that shit, but I'm gonna say that shit. Y'all acting real funky. Our lowest subscription is lower than, it's cheaper than a Big Mac. Like, and y'all know y'all big back motherfuckers be going to get y'all fucking Big Macs. So y'all could definitely get a membership.
Oh, and how about that? Y'all can go ahead and get y'all a game, because the holiday season is coming up. And Friendsgiving, just to spice up your Friendsgiving, is definitely going to be given. A link is going to be in the bio. And
yes. And
listen.
And we out of here.
Signing out.
Love y'all.